So I'm starting with just a clean, moisturized base. I wanted to show you a couple things. One is this green. I use it as a primer. I have a lot of redness. You just, I guess about that much, warm it up a little bit in my hands, and I sort of press around where I have redness. Well, I guess I kind of went all over, but I get a lot of redness in my nose and my cheeks. So if that is something, and here too on my chin, if that's something you find, you might want to try this green base. It really softens that red. The green cancels out the red, and it gives you a much more neutral palette. This is a game changer. It's by Makeup Forever, and it's a compact with tons of colors. I mean, even just, I love the outside. Look at the outside of this, please. It just, I don't know, I just love it. I love the look of these. You know, this is what it looks like on the inside. And then you pop it open, and like I said, it looks just like the inside. Look at these colors, please. I mean, it's everything you'd possibly need. Now, there are two versions. This is the lighter version, so there's a darker version as well. Now, I'm going in with this lightest color here. I know some people I've seen use a darker, more neutral color that would blend. I like to have a little bit of brightness under the eye area, so this is why I'll use this super light color. And I'm not using a lot. It's very pigmented and it blends beautifully. But what I love about this is you really just put color where you need it. And it doesn't feel like, this is only my second day, by the way, using this, but like yesterday when I used it, it just felt like a natural look. Like I didn't feel like I had heavy makeup on. Now I'm going to use a combination. This is another thing I love about these, that you kind of can really blend also. Like I'll do like a little of this to blend to get exactly the color I need. So I like to put color right here to cover this redness around my nose. My nose gets so red, like think Rudolph. Use these the two lightest colors up here and blend them, and already you could see it's getting more neutral in that nose, that red nose area. And so now I'm just going around, and this is to help with my lip liner. Just again, sticking with these light colors, I just like to put a little color around the mouth area. So I don't know, I feel like it helps prevent the liner from wandering around. I think for now that's probably good. I see a hair right here. One thing about doing your makeup in the window, it's very unforgiving. But you could see everything. You could see every little hair that, you know, up in my bathroom, it looked like I didn't need to pluck anywhere. But now standing in front of a window, it's a different story. So I'm going to switch brushes because we're going to get into some contour. Here, I love this color right here for contour. So I just tap my brush in here a little bit. You can always add more. Now, Yeah, I didn't get much color that time. Now that worked. You might notice now I'm doing a little bit of blending, and it's just because this is a new compact to me, and I'm seeing how it works. And if I blend a little, it just helps me gauge what I need. If I need more, if I use too much, when I see how it blends, especially when I start adding other colors. And remember, when you're recording, if you record videos with your face, you have to go a little heavier with the makeup. And yeah, I know it might look a little much around the house or wherever you're taping, but on that video it looks 10 times better. Okay, so now we're gonna switch colors. We contoured, oh no, I'm sorry. We're gonna take this favorite chocolatey, this is my favorite color, this chocolatey color, and we're gonna just go up here. This is a new scar right here. If you know, I don't know, there's a video on my channel about it, but I fell recently and cracked my head open straight up through into my hair. So that's what that line is. I fell November 28th. So today is March 17th. So yeah, not bad at all for not that long ago. So anyway, we're gonna blend this up into the hairline. Now, when I saw someone do this, I was like, oh, I don't put my makeup all the way up into my hair. And that day I started, and let me tell you, it makes a huge difference in the whole finished look of your makeup. It looks so much better. You'll see what I mean. We're gonna contour on the sides. It's very forgiving. Don't worry if you deposited a little more than you wanted. You can always blend it, so don't worry too much. Don't be like too afraid to try different techniques, because again, I wouldn't have known about that, the one going up into the hairline, unless I tried what I saw someone else do. So I hope some of these tips help. After the chocolatey color, I like to go to the color right next to it, this one right here, and I'll go right above. This brush is so cool. It has like all these different kinds of cuts in it to get like different angles. So I'm gonna put this one right above the chocolate color, and I'm going to blend it up. So I'm at the same time I'm mixing the two colors and blending up and again into the hair. There are so many birds in my backyard right now. If Kodo was home, he'd be going nuts. You certainly wouldn't be able to hear me. Okay, so now already we're looking like, you know, we've been in the sun a little bit. Maybe we've got some color, you know. I like to do a little going down like on my neck a little bit, just so you don't get that line. I know this still needs to be blended more. Sometimes I'll even take like whatever is left on the brush and do a little on my lid just to warm it up a little bit. Now, there's a color here that I love. You could tell I like this compact. This color right here. It's like a dark berry, so pretty. I'll just give some little soft taps. And this is kind of how I would apply a dry powder blush, except it's a cream. But this same type of application on the balls of your cheeks, and then dab up. So you want to kind of like frame around the eye, like high up on the cheek and above the eye. Kind of brightens things up. Gives you some color, makes a difference on camera. Not saying that I don't film without it, because I do. Sometimes when you have to create, it doesn't matter. You just have to create. You have to get your message out, no matter what's on your face. And that's the most important thing. So this is for when you have time to put a little color on and prepare. So some days I do. And I thought I would take you along today since we're trying this new amazing makeup. I love it. I don't have that many things on my face right now. And I could probably, if I blended it a little bit more, I could be finished, right? If your nose is running, okay, and you're trying to put your concealer and your makeup on and it keeps running down and ruining things for you, try a Q-tip. I'm just gonna do a little bit more on this red that's popping through. This brush is awesome because it has this small brush end, and I love to use this to go in and like where there's fine lines or somewhere where the concealer has to be a little bit more blended. I'm gonna put this compact to the side a minute. Ambient, these were both from Amazon. This has 3 different highlighting colors, which are all beautiful. And so I like to use these a little bit for accenting. There's no real set way I do this. I just play around. I mix these colors, the lighter ones in this, the lightest ones in the center. So I'll put a little here and above. Take the lighter one and just brighten up here. Take the lightest one only and give a little on the nose. Make sure, that's very important, stick to this one. Don't go to these colors and put them on if you have redness on your nose, because it will help that redness to pull through all that beautiful makeup you just put on to cover it. And but here, this is a great place for highlight. I like to highlight on my eyes up top with the lightest color again. And now I'm just gonna, I didn't add any makeup to the brush, but I'm just blending this harsh line here. So when my son comes down, he doesn't think there's a clown here for some reason. I also sometimes have, I'll use this, I'll put it up on the screen because I can't see what it says. Different brush. And this is just like a translucent powder. Not like, it is a translucent powder. And I saw a content creator, Virginia Kerr, and she talked about it, and that's how I know about it. I do like it a lot. And I'm looking for the brush I like to use with it. Something about powder is it loves to show lines. So if you're of a certain age, like some of us, like myself, you want to go super light with the powder. That's what I find. Some people can wear powder and it doesn't go in the lines. I really think it just depends on your skin type. I'll just dab some on my nose cautiously and under here to brighten that up. I don't go too close to the under eye area because there are more lines there. Let's put some lips on. Right now, this is my fave lip liner by the same company as this, Makeup Forever. One thing about this makeup brand is it's made to be worn anywhere. So if you like a color on your lips, you think it would look good on your eyes, I believe that's their whole concept, is that their makeup can be worn versatilely anywhere. So right now I'm using this one on my lips to outline and give definition, and I do this just to soften the line. This is a drier lipstick. I like to concentrate on the center too, especially with the lighter colors. It helps your lips to look fuller. And then I also like to add a lip gloss on top a little bit. I love this one. This is an e.l.f. lip gloss. I think they call it a lip oil or something. I will include it. And I love this. I wear this sometimes just plain, with no liner, no lipstick, just easy peasy, throw it on. Now, let's add just a little mascara. When I apply my mascara, I find that putting it at the halfway point of your lash and oops, and up. And that's really where we need it, is halfway up the lash and out. And that really helps to elongate your lashes, because I really have barely any lash length. This is my favorite Maybelline Good Over Reliable Sky High. I love it. I mean, you can just layer. Another important thing is I definitely change it often. Like after, I guess it depends how much I'm wearing makeup. No more than 3 months. The last thing we'll do is just brush the brow a little by NYX, the brow glue. It does have a little color, so you have to be a little careful. It's not hard to do, it's just that you want to put it where you want it because it has color, but it does wipe off if you get it somewhere by mistake. And I just I try to wipe off a lot of the color before I put it on my eyebrow, and this just helps to hold them. My eyebrows like to go all over the place and be wild, so this just tames them for the day. They can't go crazy until later. That, I don't know how long that took, but that was not that long. I didn't use that much makeup, and I thought that was pretty easy. What do you think? If you have any questions about any of the makeup here or any other questions related to makeup or something you want to share, anything to make it easy for our friends on here, go ahead and share it in the comments. And thanks so much for hanging out with me while I put my makeup on, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have a great day. Namaste.